Imagine a world where your favorite tech giant, Apple, is not just about sleek iPhones and trendy AirPods. Instead, picture a future where Apple is diving headfirst into the world of robots and AI, aiming to revolutionize how we interact with technology. But here's where it gets controversial. Is this a bold move towards innovation or a desperate attempt to keep up with the competition? Let's dive in and explore the fascinating and somewhat alarming developments unfolding at Apple. The narrative surrounding Apple these days can be boiled down to two main storylines. The first paints a picture of a tech titan that has been extremely successful for nearly 2 decades, boasting a multi-trillion-dollar valuation and consistent profitability. However, since 2020, the company's growth has slowed compared to the breakneck pace of the previous decade. The second storyline suggests that despite its advantages, Apple is missing out on the next big thing in tech: artificial intelligence. Critics argue that the company has been slow to invest in AI, potentially leaving it behind in the race for technological supremacy. But here's the twist. A report from Bloomberg's Mark Gurman indicates that Apple has big plans to address both of these narratives. The company is reportedly gearing up for an artificial intelligence comeback with a wave of new products and software that span multiple industries. Among the exciting, or perhaps frightening, innovations are a tabletop robot that serves as a virtual companion, which looks like an iPad mounted on a movable limb. This robot can swivel and reposition itself to follow users around a room, powered by a lifelike version of Siri. Additionally, Apple is rumored to be working on a smart speaker with a display, an Apple security system that can automate household functions, smart glasses, a foldable phone, and a large foldable device that combines features of a MacBook and an iPad. And this is the part most people miss. Apple is also exploring a mobile bot with wheels, similar to Amazon's Astro, and has even discussed humanoid models. Some of these projects have been leaked before, but much of this information is new. In the context of Apple's usual product releases, which are known for their predictability and incremental updates, this burst of innovation feels like an explosion of creativity after years of stagnation. The Vision Pro, for instance, was a big swing and a miss, leaving many to wonder if Apple is losing its touch. Now, it seems the company is scrambling to catch up with its rivals, who have been diversifying their portfolios at an astonishing rate. Take Amazon, for example. Originally an e-commerce giant, Amazon has expanded into cloud services, device manufacturing, and even advertising. Google, once a search and advertising firm, has ventured into smartphone operating systems, home cameras, and thermostats, not to mention its own processors. Meta, fueled by its social media success, has dabbled in phones, VR, and smart glasses. And let's not forget the self-driving car industry, where nearly every major tech company has had a stake at some point. Everyone, it seems, is becoming an everything company, and Apple is no exception. Apple's moves are less about pioneering new paths and more about filling gaps in its own portfolio. Its lifelike version of Siri is a response to competitors like Google, OpenAI, and Amazon. Its smart speaker display aims to compete with millions of Alexa and Nest screens already in homes across America. Samsung's flagship phone has been foldable since 2019. And Meta seems to be leading the charge in the AR/VR industry with its Oculus headsets and Ray-Ban glasses. So, is Apple's cautious and somewhat disorganized approach to AI a historic blunder or a strategic move? The answer depends on where the current AI boom is headed. Clearly, the company has underestimated the pace of innovation, and it's now playing catch-up. This pattern is consistent with Apple's recent history, where the company that once shaped entire product categories now seems to be struggling to keep up. But here's a thought-provoking question for you. Is Apple's foray into robots and AI a sign of desperation or a bold step towards the future? Do you think the company can regain its innovative edge, or is it destined to play catch-up forever? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's spark a lively debate.